I know you're supposed to be getting the probably the bulk of the carries in this game. How do you feel like you should be best used, or what is the best way to use you in a role like this or in a situation like this where you're going to be getting the bulk of the workload?
Uh, I mean, to be honest, just it's really just touching the ball. It really doesn't matter to me how I get it, where I get it. I just think the more opportunities I get, the more you get a rhythm in the football game, and you have more and better opportunities to make more plays, the more touches you get. So the way you give it to me, it really doesn't matter to me, to be honest. I just want to be able to go out there and make plays.
Aaron Wilson.
Duke, what's this going to be like for you to go back to Cleveland where it started for you in the NFL? Do you expect it to be emotional? What are some of your memories of playing in Cleveland and now that you've been here for a little bit?
It's cold. My memories is cold. And, it'd probably be a fun time for me. Not really too emotional. I think just seeing the guys and just seeing a lot of the guys I play with, the coaches and the GM really is not still there, but the GM now was there when I was there, so it's still guys there that I was a part of, and it'd be great just to go back and see everybody.
When it's not emotional, it's a business trip for you. Is it more just like that you're going to carry the workload? Is that more what you're thinking about? That with David and Cuss, that this is a chance for you to kind of show what you can do as the guy?
It's football for me. It really don't matter which way you look at the goal being to win the football game. So whatever that takes, if it's more carries, less carries, it really doesn't matter because at the end of the day, the goal is to win the game.
Cody Stutes.
What's in my eye?
Duke, you're coming off of an NFL career high for touches for you. How do you feel, and are you ready to take on maybe a few more touches than you've had in the NFL? I know back in college you were sort of a workhorse for the Hurricanes and obviously the leading rusher there all time. But are you ready for a little bit more of a workload, and can that help you with more touches get into a little bit better of a groove?
I think I am ready, but only time will tell. I think I got to go out and focus on these next couple of days, take care of my body, make sure I'm prepared mentally for every situation. So I will be prepared for the game. But I think, going out there and get everything I got and let the cards fall where they may.
John?
Duke, why do you think you're so popular in Cleveland? Talk show host, writers, they're all asking about you this week. They're all eager to see you come back. Why did you strike such a chord with them?
I think it's my demeanor. Whether we was winning or losing, I was always the same guy. Whether it was to the media or the people in the building or the players, it really doesn't matter. Or just being around the city. I think it's just my demeanor, me just being respectful, regardless of, who I am and what I do. Just treating everybody the same. I think they love me as a person more than anything.
Anyone else? Aaron Wilson?
You do. When you look at your game and the way you play, you said that you don't care how you touch it, running, catching, it's all the same. But do you feel like you do get in a rhythm as a back when hey, I'm not going to be getting 5 carries. I'm going to get, a chance to set some things up. Does that help you?
Yes, I think it does. We're just knowing that, your last carry may not be your last. You go in there and you just try to take what the defense give you and just hope, that throughout the game you can keep welling on them and keep welling on them, and eventually one is going to bust. You just kind of have the mindset when you're going to get multiple carries or multiple opportunities. Just take what they give you. Try not to do too much and let everything fall where it may.
It's been tough sledding statistically, running up the middle, whether it's the center or the guard spots. You guys have had more success outside. Why do you think that is? And is there something you think you guys can do to change that up and have more success with a more direct approach up the middle?
I think it's just tendencies. I think that's what since I've been here, that's what we've run a lot of. And I think that, when you run something so much, you become good at it. And when you don't run the other things as much, you're not that well at it. So I think it's just repetition. I think we rep the outside zone so much that, we're kind of good at it. But I think, within this team, we're just trying to make everything work. So, yeah, we don't do everything as much, or we don't do the other things as an inside zone and downhill runs as much. but we still try to make them go. I just think that the outside zone works more just because since I've been here, probably before I got here, it's been a thing that they've always done the most of.
Last one for Brandon.
Duke, you mentioned the cold earlier. How much are you expecting the weather to factor into what your workload might be, and what is it like for you? Somebody from Florida, and everything like that, having to operate in such conditions.
So for me, it just depends because the whole week going up to Jacksonville, when we went to Jacksonville last week, they was giving us rain, rain, rain. Then we got there and it hardly rained. So we just have to play it by ear. But if it does rain, I'm pretty sure my workload will go up, which, again, I prepare every week like I'm the starter. So it shouldn't be a big deal just going out there and taking care of the football and taking care of the team.
Thanks, Duke.